I don't know if you've come across this, but there's been a rumor circulating online suggesting that Blue Ivy is somehow being prepared to step into a major role connected to Beyonce, specifically within a so-called secret Hollywood society. Now, to be clear, these claims are purely speculative and not backed by any credible evidence. They seem to stem from ongoing internet theories that often surround high-profile celebrities and their families. Still, the conversation has picked up traction online, with people debating where these ideas come from and why figures like Beyonce and her family are so frequently at the center of these kinds of narratives. At the end of the day, it's important to separate speculation from verified facts while observing how quickly such rumors can spread.
Beyonce is a witch. She's a very powerful witch. She's heavy into African spirituality. She is a daughter of, I believe, either a daughter of Oshun or Yemaya. I go back and forth. I feel like it's Oshun though, but if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But nonetheless, she's a high-ranking witch.
And it doesn't stop there. Some online claims even suggest that a former coach has allegedly hinted that her life has been carefully planned with a much bigger future role in mind. However, it's important to note that there's no verified evidence supporting these statements. These kinds of narratives often emerge around high-profile families and can quickly gain attention despite lacking credible sources.
It's been 10 years.
10 years.
How does it feel being back?
It feels surreal because my daughter's here.
And Blue looks so beautiful.
She looks so beautiful. This is incredible to be able to share it with her, and I think she looks so incredible.
She looks so beautiful. I'm like, we could learn some red carpet tips from Blue.
Absolutely.
The way she's posing, I'm like,
she was ready.
She was ready.
She is ready.
At first, it might seem like Blue Ivy is simply being raised with high expectations, perfecting her dance routines and maintaining a polished public image. But as always, the internet has taken things much further, with some people speculating about what really goes on behind the scenes. Blue Ivy is often treated almost like royalty, not just by her family, but by the public as well. Her appearances are rare, carefully curated, and usually place her alongside Beyonce on major stages, in high-fashion campaigns, or at exclusive events like the Met Gala. Because of this level of control and visibility, some people have started to question whether her life is overly restricted. They point out how quickly she's ushered in and out of public spaces, rarely seen interacting freely, which has led to assumptions that her world is tightly managed and limited to carefully approved circles. There have even been claims online suggesting she doesn't have public social media accounts and may use private ones instead, though none of this has been confirmed. The conversation intensified during the Renaissance tour, where Blue Ivy performed on stage at just 11 years old. While many praised her confidence and growth, others questioned whether that level of pressure was too much for someone so young. Some reports have suggested that she went through intense training to prepare, which isn't unusual given Beyonce's well-known perfectionist standards. However, these claims have also been exaggerated online into narratives that portray her upbringing as overly strict or demanding. At the same time, there's an ongoing public perception that Blue Ivy is unusually mature for her age. From viral moments like her telling her parents to quiet down at the Grammys as a child, to jokes about her being the boss of the family, fans have built this image of her as someone wise beyond her years. Even Beyonce's brand has leaned into that narrative in a playful way, with merchandise and family jokes referring to Blue as the manager. Still, it's important to recognize the difference between public perception and reality. While she is growing up in an incredibly unique and high-pressure environment, much of what circulates online is speculation rather than confirmed fact. At the end of the day, Blue Ivy is still a young individual navigating life under an extraordinary spotlight, something very few people can truly relate to.
My beauty guru and my manager, Miss Blue Ivy Carter, has instructed me that I needed to dye my eyebrows because they have little gray strings in them. And so that's what she's doing, and I can't wait to see the end results because right now I look like Dracula's mom or somebody.
Now, while some people laugh off these conversations, others are taking them much more seriously. There are those who genuinely believe that Blue Ivy is being pushed to grow up too fast, interpreting her maturity and public presence as a sign of pressure rather than just upbringing. Some online discussions even suggest that this could have long-term consequences for her, though again, These are just opinions circulating on the internet. Under normal circumstances, this might simply be seen as a young celebrity being held to high standards. However, things take a more extreme turn when you look at the more controversial theories that have been spreading online. There are claims, completely unverified, that Blue Ivy is being prepared for a much larger symbolic role tied to her mother's influence in the industry. Some rumors even go as far as referencing alleged statements from a former coach, though no credible evidence has surfaced to support this. These ideas seem to build on a long history of conspiracy theories that have surrounded Beyonce for years. For example, there was a widely publicized situation involving a former bandmate, Kimberly Thompson, who made a series of serious allegations against her, including claims of harassment and surveillance. It's important to note, however, that these allegations were not substantiated in court and were widely viewed as lacking credible evidence. Situations like this often fuel ongoing speculation online, where rumors can quickly evolve into elaborate narratives. But without verified proof, they remain just that, unconfirmed claims circulating in the public space.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating all this shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too.
In addition, there have been other individuals who were once associated with Jay-Z and Beyonce who have made various claims about them over the years. For instance, former figures like Larry Johnson have shared controversial opinions and personal beliefs about their success. However, it's important to note that these statements remain unverified and are widely regarded as speculation rather than established fact.
Well, it's obviously they've been controlled by Satanism. I mean, I'm not really scared to say that. We all know Luciferians, Freemasons, and all occult knowledge that was up from Egypt have now surfaced itself in American society. And if you actually dig through the raps, like as I have, before it was all about partying, popping bottles. But when you listen to it again with a new ear, obviously they're not serving the same most high God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does. I don't have any materialism attached to my spirit or soul anymore. I don't have fornication attached to my spirit anymore. I mean, I just got engaged July, so my life is completely different from how I was with women in the early 2000s. And I think that is the difference in itself of being evolved with Rockaware has made me see something completely different and knowing who his allegiance is with.
By the way, there have also been moments where artists like MIA have spoken out about their experiences in the industry, including her claims about Roc Nation and how she felt her career was affected. She later shared a series of controversial statements about major figures like Beyonce and Jay-Z, expressing her personal beliefs and perspectives on how the industry operates. However, it's important to emphasize that these statements were widely debated and remain unverified, with no concrete evidence to support such claims. Many people view them as personal opinions rather than factual accounts. Situations like this often add fuel to ongoing online speculation, but without reliable proof, they should be approached with caution.
I met Jay-Z and I signed to Roc Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. Can come in for everyone now. And even Adele, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. All be a witch. All be that. All of that.
I mean, it also doesn't help that ever since Blue Ivy was born, the internet has been flooded with all kinds of conspiracy theories. Some of these claims try to analyze her name or attach hidden meanings to it, but there's no credible evidence supporting any of those interpretations. Over time, these theories have only grown more extreme, with some people suggesting symbolic meanings behind public appearances, including events like the Met Gala. For example, certain viewers began dissecting Beyonce's outfit and the overall theme, linking it to artistic inspirations and then stretching those ideas into much darker narratives. However, it's important to recognize that events like the Met Gala are known for their theatrical fashion and creative expression. Designers often draw from historical art, symbolism, and abstract concepts, which can easily be misinterpreted when taken out of context. There have also been rumors involving alleged statements from former staff members, but just like many online claims, these remain unverified and should be taken with caution. In many cases, situations like this can also stem from personal grievances or speculation rather than confirmed facts. At the end of the day, a lot of these narratives seem to be driven more by internet curiosity and conspiracy culture than by actual evidence. Still, it raises an interesting question. Why do these kinds of rumors continue to resurface? And why are people so quick to believe them? What do you think? Is the internet reading too much into things, or is there a reason these conversations keep coming back? Let me know your thoughts.